This right here is this is not a big block, I don't believe normally, but because of our society has made this an extremely big block for people. But when it comes to creating, sharing your story, this shouldn't block you at all. And this is the need for experience. You know, when you finish school, you finish college, and you're trying to get a job, so many people do. To get the real job you want, they say that you need experience in this. You need experience. You need experience. Well, how you get experience? You get experience by doing it. But if they don't let you do it without experience, then how do you get experience? Are you following me? So where this comes into play with you sharing your journey, whether you're posting something that you love, or you're teaching people to cook, or you're talking about whatever, Smurfs, for goodness sakes, you gain your experience by doing it. Let me give you the bad news, which you'll look at bad news, but once you do it for a while, you realize what I'm giving you is actually good news. You're gonna suck in the beginning. You're gonna suck. You're not gonna be good. You're gonna make a lot of mistakes. Me, when I first started making videos, I said that I remember saying in my mind, and I was being very generous. I said it's gonna take me 25 videos to get the hang of vlogging. This is it. I said it was gonna take me 25 videos to get used to looking into the camera, not looking into the screen. Like right now, I'm looking into the screen. Do you guys feel like I'm talking to you? I see myself. Hey, Luke. I see myself, and most people will talk like this. And it's gonna take you a long time before you understand, wait, I don't need to look, I need to look into the camera, into the lens. It took me 4 or 5 videos that I kept making that mistake. But how did I get there? I learned from experience. You learn from the mistakes as you go on about making, creating, sharing, posting. You get your experience from doing it. So I said it was gonna take me 25 videos. That was in my mind, that's what it's gonna take, and I'm gonna get it done. I remember precisely, it took me 86 videos before I got to the point where I could get the camera out, start talking, filming like it's nothing, easy. 86 videos. You're gonna realize a lot of mistakes you didn't even know that you were making. You're gonna realize a lot of mistakes you didn't know you were making. You're gonna realize, for me, one of my biggest problems was talking too fast. I've made hundreds of videos and I still make this mistake. Even right now, I need to slow it down. And that happens when I would not be consistent in making the content, because you gain experience by doing it. So the more you do it, the more experience you gain. So the problem is if you're not doing it consistently, you'll forget the mistakes you made in the last video because you didn't make one for a long time. When I don't make a vlog for a couple days, or if I go a week or however long it is, I kind of forget things that I just knew before. Like I'm not as quick, I'm not as fast, I can't remember where the story was. Because I lose a little bit of it. I lose the speed a little bit because I haven't done it in so long. So I think that when it comes to experience, you're gonna gain it as you're doing it, as you're creating content, as you're making things and putting yourself out there. You gain experience by doing it. I learned, I barely say before every sentence was or like, always. Like, I think like you should, like, maybe if you like, this was huge for me. But as I started to keep on creating content and filming and watching the videos over again, I was able to make myself be at a point where it was easier, where I could do it, where I could understand that, okay, I made that mistake before, gotta make sure I don't do that this time. And that's where the consistency comes in. So don't feel like you need the experience. You know, we're living in a world where it's a paradigm shifting, where if you wanna be a filmmaker, you don't have to go to school for that. I became a filmmaker and I make my career making content via video, and I don't have a degree in filming. I don't have a psychology degree. I learned from reading books and talking with people. Like, you'll learn from everyday life, no experience required. Life is all you need. You just go about it, whatever it is. You cook a lot. You have to go to culinary school. I mean, it helps. But is that what's required to make a cooking show on your own, on using your phone to film? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Like, we're shifting into something totally different now, and experience is actually not required. And I know a lot of people where they prefer not having any experience, because then I can teach you from scratch. I prefer someone who is just open to work for me the way that I like to do it, and I can teach them that, and we're not having to unlearn stuff and relearn something else. You don't know anything, so I teach you from the ground up. Being in this mastermind, you don't need any experience to be here. You don't need any experience to start your own mastermind. You can literally start your mastermind without experience, not sure what's going on, and do it. No problem. You get the people as you start going, you start filming videos for your mastermind. I wish I would have done this before, because then I would have had a bunch of videos. Now it's like you guys are getting it live as I'm recording it. But I would love to start this 5 years ago, had hundreds of videos, then just announce it one day. Hey, check out Mastermind. So understand that experience is not required. Doing it gains you experience, and you gain experience by doing it, and you're in by doing experience, doing, experience. So you're in the right hamster wheel this time. No experience is required. You get out there, you show up every day, and by doing that, you'll gain experience and at the same time help other people.